Welcome to Sarvan Style Coding. This is the first part of my Ultimate Docker course, which I teach you everything you need to know about Docker from basics to advanced concept. By the end of this series, you will become a professional Docker expert. As you may already know, Docker is a very practical and powerful virtualization tool that helps you to run your application on any machine without issues. It enables you to build, package, ship, and run inside lightweight containers. Learning Docker is very essential, not only for developers, for anyone who are involved in software products, from testing it or building or even deploying on a cloud or managing infrastructure. Docker is a skill you should absolutely learn in today's tech industry. In this episode, I'll focus on fundamentals. This concept may seem simple, but they are extremely important, so I highly recommend you to watch this video because without learning the fundamentals, everything becomes much confusing and you cannot learn Docker just by running the commands or following the practical examples. And now, if you're ready, let's get started.
In this section, you're going to learn what is the Docker and why it is so popular. Then we're going to talk about virtual machines and containers. Next, we're going to talk about architecture of Docker. And then we're going to install Docker Desktop. By the end of this section, you will have the clear understanding of what Docker is and how it works. So, what exactly is Docker and why it is so popular? Docker is a software platform, a containerization tool that helps us run our application more easily and much faster on any machine. It is extremely useful during the development, and it is also helpful when deploying or releasing the application. In both cases, it makes our work much simpler. But how does it actually do this? Docker works by packaging the application. That means it takes the application itself along with all its requirements, including softwares, libraries, configurations, and tools, and put them together into a single package. This package is called a container. You can take the container and run it anywhere on any machine that has Docker. So if it works on a development computer, it is guaranteed to work on your test and production or on a server. Now, why is Docker so important? What did we do before Docker and how did Docker make our work faster and easier? Imagine someone joins a team without Docker. They had to spend hours to set up a new machine just to run the application. This process includes installing database, installing softwares, libraries, packages, and all other dependencies. This setup is time-consuming and full of errors because the machine is slightly different. Often things don't work and the setup has to be repeated from scratch. Now imagine 10 new developers joining the team. The whole process would have to be repeated 10 times. But after Docker came into the picture, everything changed. Now we simply package all dependencies inside the containers in an isolated way. When a new team member joins, they only need to download the container and run simple command, and the entire application with all its dependencies is ready to use. No errors, no repeated setup, and anyone on a team work in a consistent environment from day one. Another common problem happens when multiple applications on the same machine need different software versions. One application might need Node version 16, while another needs Node version 24. Running multiple versions of the same software on one machine can cause conflicts and the application may fail to run properly. Docker solved this problem by isolating everything inside independent containers. Each container is completely separate from the other. That means you can run application that requires different software versions on the same computer without any conflicts. Now let's talk about the deployment. Before Docker, the development team would send the application files, the databases, and the setup instruction to the operation team so they could deploy the application on server. But This process was often difficult. Deployment didn't always work as expected. Sometimes the instructions were unclear or incompleted. Sometimes extra configuration was required. And in many cases, there are version conflicts between softwares. As a result, setting up a server becomes slow, complicated, and full of potential errors. Sometimes there were also communication gaps between deployment and operation teams, which lead to misunderstanding, delay, and repeated work. But today, Docker changed everything. The deployment team built the application as a container and simply deliver the container into the operation teams. As long as Docker is installed on a server, the application runs exactly the same way, with no configurations issues. With Docker, the whole deployment and development workflow become much simpler. We build the container once and we can run it anywhere. It makes server setups much simpler, removes version conflicts, and saves a lot of time. Also, the different applications can run together without breaking each other. At the end, it means faster deployment, smoother development, and more reliable testing. Let's move on to the next topic, comparing virtual machine with Docker. Why Docker is better than virtual machines and how it works. Before diving into the discussion, let's first understand the layer of operating system. This is key to understand the difference between virtual machine and Docker. An operating system has two main layers, kernel and application layer. Kernel layer is at the bottom. This layer talks directly to the hardware and manages system resources. The upper layer is the application layer. This is where programs run. It doesn't talk to the hardware directly. It uses the kernel to access the resources. The difference between virtual machine and Docker lies in layers. Virtual machines have their own kernel, means full operating system, and operating application layer, while Docker only has the application layer and use host computer's kernel. This is why Docker is so much lighter. There is no need to install full operating system. It simply uses the host kernel. Virtual machines, by contrast, are huge, taking up several gigabytes because they include full operating system. Speed is another difference. When starting a virtual machine, you need to wait a minute for operating system to boot completely. Docker doesn't need it because it uses the host kernel, so it starts almost instantly. Resources are another point. With virtual machines, you are limited by computer's hardware, including RAM, CPU, storage, and can only run few virtual machines at the same time. Docker doesn't have this limitation. It shares resources with the host system, so you can run lots of containers at the same time without a problem. Let's talk about operating system and kernel again. As I mentioned before, virtual machines had its own kernel and application layer and doesn't use the host system kernel. That means you can install any operating system on any machine. For example, you can run Linux on Windows or Mac because the virtual machine simulates a full computer. It has his own operating system and kernel. Docker is different. Docker doesn't have its own kernel. It uses the host operating system's kernel. And that means Docker containers doesn't have a separate operating system. On Linux, this is fine. You can run Linux container natively, but on Windows, you can't run Linux container directly because Windows doesn't have a Linux kernel. So what is the solution? The solution is Docker Desktop. Docker Desktop runs a lightweight Linux virtual machine in a background, and Docker run inside it. Your container also run inside the Linux virtual machine. In other words, on Windows or macOS, hidden Linux instance starts first, and then your Linux containers run inside it. That is why Docker Desktop lets you run Linux container on Windows. So if your computer is running Windows or Mac, the very first step is to install Docker Desktop. To install Docker, just search for Docker Desktop on Google. The first link here is Docker Desktop official website. Click on Get Started. It will guide you to the download page. Here, download Docker Desktop, choose your right operating system and version. My operating system is Windows, but I recommend you to first read the documentation. So click on Learn how to install Docker. Scroll down to the next step. Here is the install Docker Desktop. You choose Mac, Windows, or Linux based on your operating system. My operating system is Windows, so I click on Windows. Here explains the installation process in detail, for instance, the system requirements, and also here is the some requirements. For example, you need to make sure WSL is installed and check its version. If it is missing or outdated, install or update it. The guide also gave full instructions for installation. I highly recommend you follow the steps carefully so you can install Docker Desktop without any problems.
These were Docker fundamentals. Next video is about Docker commands, so see you later.